Hello everyone, this is Brian Dragon with a brand new Classics for the Family. I know it's been a long time since the first one, but things happen, but now I'm really getting back to it. And instead of doing Hunchback of Notre-Dame, instead, I figured since me and some other Minecraft friends are going to be doing this specific play as a YouTube project, then I'll do this one. Today, it's the Tempest. You see, I've got little bookmarks now since, well, I'm the one writing the script. Now, it's a wonderful play, one of Shakespeare's last plays. In fact, it's from a time when people could just accept a sorcerer, accept a wind spirit, accept whatever the hell Caliban's supposed to be. Instead of these days where you have to take the magic away. It's a really good play. I'm not sure if you've ever seen it. I myself saw it when the Driftwood Theatre Company was putting it on. But anyway, you want to see the classics for the family. Well, I've got 2 graphic novels, I've got 3 DVDs. What do you want? Graphic novel and DVD? I don't know, you can't hear me. Well, you can, but not at the moment I'm recording this, and I can't exactly hear you from whenever you're watching this, so... Yeah, and let's go with the graphic novels first, there's less. Now first, we're gonna start with the manga Shakespeare one. This is an excellent example of East meets West. I mean, obviously, manga, Shakespeare, you get the idea. But it wasn't done in Japan, it was actually done in Britain. It was illustrated by Paul Duffield, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. But, it's very good, and what sets the manga Shakespeare series apart from other mangas is, well, allow me to show you. You see that? The first few pages are actually in color, so instead of wondering what colors the character's skin, hair, clones, eyes are supposed to be, you know. We got Prospero, Ferdinand, and Miranda right there. Not sure if you can see it. We have Arion, Caliban, Gonzalo, and Antonio here. Now, I have to admit, making Caliban a bit more, pretty much more of an ape, to me it's pretty much the equivalent of just having him be a normal guy. But then I realized, a talking ape? That fits fantasy perfectly. Just having him be some normal guy, it very much ruins the character. It ruins the play. This was done in a time when magic was openly accepted as reality. So really, making Caliban something normal is kind of boring. Okay, let's see here. Where were we? We've got Alonso, his brother Sebastian, and our two would-be villains, along with Caliban, make a trio of would-be villains. Stefano and Trinculo. And here's the last of the colorized pages, one of which is a map of Prospero's Island. Now, this is more something I'd have teenagers read. I started reading it myself when I was in my teens. And the next one again, teenagers, not little kids. But we'll get to something that's, well, not exactly little kids, but something that you'd have to watch with them. More of the PG rated stuff. But this next graphic novel is the one I'm using as a reference for the skins for Minecraft Shakespeare's The Tempest. Now, this one is a full text adaptation. It's very good. I'll be Prospero, so my skin will look like a combination of my own and that. Of course, as I said, it's more something for more something that teenagers should start reading, or young adults, because how do I put this? In a flashback prior to Caliban's on-stage appearance, we see him how can I put this? Naked as a mole rat, and it's full frontal. Everything. Don't worry, I'm wearing pants, as you can see. But yeah, that's really maybe my reason why you wouldn't get that for someone unless they were in their teens or if they were a young adult. But let's move on to DVDs. Now, this first one is actually a part of a set. It's the first volume of Shakespeare the Animated Tales. Now, this was something done in the 90s. It was very well done over in Britain with Russian animators. Now, The Tempest is actually done in stop motion. And it's very, very good. I really like Caliban, voiced by Alan Armstrong, who such work I was introduced to at a young age with the film Black Beauty, where he played Reuben Smith. A good man, but a bit too fond of the drink. Ironic, considering that Caliban phones in with Stefano and Trinculo because of the line Stefano has. But while Reuben's fondness of the drink cost him his job, Caliban's introduction to wine basically made him a wiser man than to mistake Stefano and Trinculo for something divine. But now let's move on. Now, besides the Shakespeare animated tunes, one we also have this one, which would be great fun for the family. It's an actual filmed stage production from Stratford, Stratford, Ontario, not Stratford, wherever it is located in England. Now, I've actually been to Stratford, but I have not seen this. I had not seen this specific production. It was actually done the year prior to me starting my interest in Shakespeare. But it has Christopher Plummer as Prospero, and you're probably wondering how great can it be if it's on stage. Well, actually, it's the best. You'll never find someone better than Christopher Plummer as Prospero. And Caliban has an interesting look, like a hairy reptile man. That would be him right there. And then you have Ariel right there as the harpy. It is very good, and I highly recommend it. And now this brings us to the last of our showing. Julie Taymor's The Tempest, starring Helen Mirren as Prospera. Yeah, I'm not too fond of gender bending or stuff like that, and I have to admit she's not that good, but everyone else is excellent. For instance, you have, oh dear, what's his name? He's not Dean Johnstone, because that's who plays Caliban in that Stratford one I just showed you. Okay. Jimon Honsu, he's really great, and I was at first opposed to him just being portrayed as a black man, but because I couldn't really see anything magical about him, he just looked like a normal guy. But when you take a closer look and actually see him on film, he looks like he's actually made out of rock and stone, almost, which makes him very interesting to look at. As I said before, I find just having Caliban be a normal person really takes the magic away. But besides that, it's okay. It's not the best, because obviously that's the Stratford one, but it is what it is. For instance, you get Alfred Bonlina as Stefano, and seeing him as a drunken butler is actually kind of amusing. But I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but if you've seen a Julie Taymor film, then you know just how trippy they can be. What will next week be? Well, hopefully I'll be getting to Hunchback of Notre-Dame, so until then, this is Brian Croy Dragon signing off, and I'll see you next week.